So, welcome to the ceramics unit. I am going to cover three different things, and this one is going to be coils. You guys can decide on which method you'd like to use to build your projects, but I'm going to talk through each of these particular methods and show you. So, first one I'm going to talk about here is coils, and the coil building method is used to make round objects. You can see here that obviously you can see the coils. They have been scored and slipped together like so. Gotta love that the bells are still ringing in the middle of my video. Anyway, so the coils are slipped together. Now this particular student chose to use a slab to make their lid, but we will talk about that later. You can also use your coils in unique ways. So you can see here these people actually took coils and kind of did them in a free form pattern all the way around and attached them together so they aren't perfect, and kind of used them in this pattern all the way up and down the piece to create texture and pattern within their coil project. And then finally, if you would like to build something, and you can build them pretty big. I don't know if you guys can tell. Obviously, this doesn't even fit on the camera. But this was made with coils, but the coils were smoothed out. So versus this one, where they are visible, the coils are visible. This one here, all the coils have been smoothed out. And it's just made by stacking the coils one on top of the other, on top of the other, on top of the other, and smoothing them out on the outside and smoothing them out on the inside, like I'm going to demo here. So, super quick demonstration on how to do coils. You guys have some clay at home, and if you take a little piece, you can see you don't need much. You need to start with the base. So, you can either take your hand and kind of go ahead and pound that guy down, or like making your bases for your graffiti, you can also use a rolling pin to roll out your slab as well. And you can use any objects that you happen to have around the house to, use as a template. So if I wanted to get a circle, I can obviously take this little cup and little mug right here. All right, and I need to make a base. So I'm going to trace around that little cup. And I'm going to cut out my little base using my tools from my toolkit. All right. And now I have my little base to start with. All right, so here's my base. All right, in order to make a good coil, you're going to, again, you don't need to start with much clay. You're going to sit here, take your clay, cut it into a little square, and then you're going to squeeze it into a little, I'm going to call this a giant Tootsie Roll shape or a little log shape. All right, so you're going to start by kind of squeezing it into a rounded Tootsie Roll shape. Then you're going to want to take your hand and you're going to want to keep your fingers spread. And you're going to just keep moving the fingers. And again, fingers spread, even pressure. That's how you get a key to an even coil, is you're going to have even pressure on your fingers. And if you want to know how big a coil should be, your coils should be about the size of your pinky. All right, so the coils should be about the size of your pinky. So you start in the middle. If you get a spot that's a little higher than the other, you can kind of work that out and work that out and work that out. And we're going to work that out, work that out, work that out. All right, so you'll keep doing that. Now, I've already pre-made a few of these for you to save time in the video. So here is one of my coils. You're going to take your base like so. And if you want to do a basic simple coil pot, you are going to start down here at the bottom, and you're going to smooth it down, smooth it down. You're going to blend the coil around, smooth it down, smooth it down, smooth it down. And we're going to blend it down, and we're going to keep going. All right. All right, so I have taken the time to build this guy and smooth out the inside. Now I would take more time with this, and as you can see, I've started to build the coils, and they are about 4 tall. If you build any taller than 4 coils, you're going to want to let this sit there and get leather hard. You can always remember from the first video to take a hair dryer if you want, and you can hair dry it. But if you let your coils get too tall, anything past 4 coils at a time, the weight of the coils will cause it to squish or it will collapse. So you want to just kind of keep your coils about 4 tall, leather harden it, then you can build another 4 and another 4. And that's how this person made this project so large. Was they built 4 at a time, smoothed it out, leather hardened it, built 4 at a time, leather hardened it, smoothed it out, built 4 at a time, leather hardened it, and smooth it all out. So that is the basic gist of making coils, ladies and gentlemen, is that you want to blend them together either on the inside or on the outside. You can also score and slip them all together. And again, coils are made for making all kinds of really unique shapes, and that is one way to make your ceramic project.